What's wrong, little bro? Huh? It's me, your older brother Kaz. What's wrong? You're crying because you don't have a podcast to watch? Well, guess what, nerd? You can watch the Convos with Calvin podcast, starring my best friend, Calvin. And guess what? You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on Anchor. You can listen to it on Spotify. And guess what else? For $1 a month, that's right, $1 a month, you can support Calvin and his podcast on patreon.com. And guess what you get? For $1 a month, you get access to an exclusive Discord server where you can meet some cool people. And guess what else? You'll get your name shout out on the podcast. What's better than that? What's better than supporting some small-time creator? Absolutely nothing. That's right, nothing. Anyway, here you go, buddy. Enjoy the episode. Right, so 3, 2. Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm joined by my friend Johnny Cooper.
Hello, I'm happy to be here.
Good, I'm glad. I know after about like 2-3 week hiatus. Finally back. Yeah, it's kind of bad. I'm pretty inconsistent with it because like when I first started doing it, I was just doing it through home, and definitely now, obviously, it's higher quality with the whole school setup and stuff. But it's like I'll go through droughts of not wanting to work on it and then going back to working on it.
I totally get that. This does sound nice, though. Oh my goodness.
It does. Yeah, they're really each one of these mics is $100, so they are expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, there's 3 of them.
And at home, I was using a 2008 Razer Kraken headset. So
yes.
We definitely
the Apple mic.
We're moving up in the world, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Yes, for real. Right. I know I'm not supposed to have water, but I really need a drink.
Okay,
Yo, boy, be thirsty.
It's important. It's important.
I know. I'm trying to cut sodas and stuff out of my diet.
Me too. It's so hard though. It's so bad. I went through a phase where I was drinking like 3 a day. So bad. Because you can feel it. It takes a toll on you, and it also just makes you feel like
it just like you feel.
Worst.
Yeah, it's like you gain so much weight through it. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't like I was telling you through that summer camp that I work at every summer. I just have like a new sugar addiction craving. So like my first year it was Mountain Dew. I don't even like Mountain Dew. Second and third year it was Cokes, and that's kind of where I started like forming my sugar addiction. And then last year it was oatmeal cream pies.
What a journey.
You could ask any of my cabin mates. All I did was eat oatmeal cream pies 24/7.
I'm glad you made it out. I'm glad you're here sitting right next to me. Oh my goodness. I went through like ups and downs. It was just Swiss cake rolls, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Oh my gosh, I love Swiss rolls. Don't even get me started.
It's so bad. Horrible.
One of the first times
redacted.
My craving was Swiss rolls.
Really?
And I ate like a whole box of. It felt like an hour, but it was 5 minutes, and I ate a whole box of Swiss rolls.
My God,
it was awful.
I have them like by my bed. I need to stop doing it. That's the problem. Is that it's just accessible, so it's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. It's easy to get to.
Exactly. And you come up from work, you're like, I don't want to make anything. At school at 6 a.m. It's like, oh, okay, this is dinner. It's like, no, it's not. Eat something real.
You need real food.
Do I? That's the question.
Yes. Can confirm you need real food. I've been trying to better my diet. I've been trying to eat less shift meals from my work. I get high protein breakfasts every morning. Nice. One of my friends tried to recommend to me intermittent fasting for weight loss.
Oh my God.
But he was like, this is what I did. And I just didn't eat breakfast. And I had like 2 ham sandwiches at lunch. And then I ate a giant dinner at like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like,
with us today?
Is he with us today? Yes, I was working working out with him on Saturday.
Oh,
he is shredded. So I'm in that trying to lose weight grind right now. So
me too. I'm trying to gain muscle too, but it's so
really
not,
it is. It's wild.
I'm trying to eat like more protein, but like that's difficult when you're.
Where do you work out, or is it just?
I have a gym in my neighborhood. It's not too much, but I've been working on lifting a bit more because for graduation I want to be like built. Not gonna happen, but I want.
It's a good goal. I mean, my goal right now is just to look good by prom.
Oh,
like look better
prom?
again.
I don't even know.
Prom, I don't even know. But I'm guessing it's May. $95?
$95
for what?
A ticket.
Oh,
to prom is great.
Whatever.
It's so much money.
It is. It's expensive, but you know what? It's a good time. I went as a sophomore with my brother, and we kind of
Wait.
yeah. It's so he didn't have anybody, so he was like, "Hey, Calvin, want to go to prom?" And we were trying.
Oh, that's nice.
It was at first he was gonna go just by himself with some friends, but when we were looking at suits for him, we found this orange vest, and we were like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, that's
Orange
the pictures
vest,
of you guys.
light blue vest. We went for a Dumb and Dumber joke.
Yes, dude.
So it was.
I saw that picture. I didn't know that was your brother.
Yeah, it was my brother.
I
So
know.
it was a good time. Surprisingly, a lot of my friends that were juniors at the time were there.
Really?
So yeah, I really tried to get to prom last year because a lot of my friends were seniors, but wasn't able to do it.
Oh, so that was 3 years ago you went. What was the theme?
Yes.
Because I know the one before that was like poker or something.
It had
Or like
something to do
casino.
with bubbles because there were just balloons everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it was something weird.
Last year was like Enchanted Forest, and then this year is Gatsby, right?
Is it Gatsby this year?
It's Gatsby.
Oh my gosh,
So it's
that's
like-
fucking awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard
That's
a lot
so
of people.
cool.
I couldn't actually. I was homeschooled sophomore year, and I had some trouble like transferring my credits. For like the
Yeah.
first 2 quarters of this whole school year, I was like still a junior, so I couldn't vote for prom on like what it was gonna be.
That's so bizarre.
Right? It's fine now.
Good.
But it was weird.
That's
I couldn't
better.
vote, so I don't know what the topics were. But I guess Gatsby won.
I didn't even notice it pop up at my blackboard.
Yeah.
So I have genuinely no
They, like,
idea
Yeah,
what
they.
the other options are. Watch
Yeah,
the
they-
other options have been like Smash Bros and other stuff. There's some like Reddit thing.
is.
There's this Reddit thread of this guy making like a Smash Bros prom. Like no joke. And it's like
Invite
they
me.
were
Oh
they
my
were
God.
printing out these giant cardboard cutouts of the Smash renders and stuff and cutting them out.
That's sick. I would
Yeah.
pay $95 to go. Like, I would.
Instead of like gambling tables in the back, it's just like they
People
have a whole
actually
bunch
just,
of
like-
switches set up.
Or it's like left hook, like this in the middle of the like dance floor. Oh, real life Smash. There's only one
Give a
winner.
solid left right here, dude. You better watch out for my up tilt. I swear I'll wobble you.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of video games, should we talk about the elephant in the room?
What do you mean elephant in the room? Oh, Animal Crossing? I have a question that says, what are your
What is
opinions
it?
on Animal Crossing?
Oh,
the
do
new
you
Animal
want to go
Crossing
first?
Direct.
You can go first. King.
I'm excited. Just to blatantly put it out, I'm excited. My friend that I was working out with this weekend, he has not played games since like he had a 3DS, but he has a Switch through his brother.
Okay.
And he played a ton of Animal Crossing New Leaf, so he's really excited
dude.
for it. I think the game looks gorgeous. When I picked up my own copy of New Leaf, because I used to only play his copy. Like when I was over at his house, I would play.
Oh, and you're like on his town and stuff.
Yeah, I'd play on his town. So I was pretty far. So when I got it, I was like, I really don't want to do all this over again. So I kind of fell out of it. And
It's a lot because you got to get like
It's
the
a lot.
store like revamped. You got to get like the Able sisters like close to get the like hair salon and stuff. It's a lot.
definitely a grind. And I think what, yeah, it is.
It is.
You
You're not
gotta get
wrong.
on that bell grind, dog. Hold on, sorry, I can't come over. I'm too busy catching bugs.
Too busy.
But one of my friends is super into it. She has over 800 hours on it.
Oh my
it's
God.
literally, she has almost perfect town status. Her only problem is that like she doesn't have all the public works projects.
Oh, over 800 hours. She doesn't have all of them.
Yeah, because it's based on an RNG system, and basically how you get public work projects is you have to walk up to a villager and they have to want to talk to you. They'll get like an exclamation point over their
And it's
head.
like we should get a bridge. It's like that
Yeah,
sort of
and
thing.
they're like, "Oh man,
Gotcha.
we should have a clock tower," and then
it's, like,
and then it
inserted.
pops up in your public's work
Gotcha.
like dictionary or whatever. But like, not it's really really low of a chance, and you can get duplicates. So most of the time
You
they'll
can?
yeah, you can get
Wow.
duplicates.
Okay.
So most of the time they'll be like, "Hey, I want to talk to you. Do you think I should change my catchphrase?"
I hate that. I literally can't. Or like, could you give this to like Petunia? It's like, do it yourself. Like,
Come
what do I look
on.
like your maid? Sorry. God, I
But
hate
it
that.
seems like you're gonna have everything unlocked from the start. And
That's
I
nice.
definitely, I think the revamp of the home designer and being able to fully customize your town
And your character.
and your character is awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess this might be the first Animal Crossing game where I sink a good amount of time into.
Dude, as
There's
someone
just-
that doesn't even have a Switch, I'm already head over heels for
I
this
know
game.
it looks gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
The
It is.
music is great. It's hard because there are so many games coming out next month. It's like Doom Eternal comes out on the
same day.
the same
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
which is hilarious.
Same game.
At the end of the month, Persona 5R comes out.
Wow.
Sometime in September, Cyberpunk comes out, which I'm also really excited for. Then we're gonna get the Xenoblade Chronicles remake sometime this year. and there's a bunch of other games I'm forgetting. But this year, it's like last year was just okay. It was a calm year, no breakout hits or anything. But this year,
Yeah,
it's gonna hit.
They're pulling it all out.
It's gonna hit. Gotta move the camera because I'm out of frame. I'm like halfway in the frame.
Oh no! I can't even see. Oh, I kind of
I
can.
think we're good. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
we
it's
go.
like I don't have the money, dude. I'm trying to get a tattoo.
What are you getting? Like a sleeve?
No, I'm not that hardcore. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right here in my bicep, and it's gonna be like a paddle, coordinates, and then
Are you on the
an
rowing team?
arrow.
Are you on the rowing team?
No,
Oh, sorry.
not like. So that's technically those are oars.
Sorry. Edit that
no.
out. Edit that out so I don't listen to it. So no one makes fun of me.
No, so I want to get a paddle because so it's the tattoo is all based around scouting. So like the arrow is because I work on the archery range. The coordinates I'm gonna get is the amphitheater of the summer camp that I work at because that's a whole story. But there was one night where I was emceeing a campfire and I finally realized I was like, hey, this is what I want to do.
Oh,
and then the
that's so
paddle
nice.
because all of my favorite scouting trips were one on the ocean or like one in like water and two, one of my favorite memories was on a whitewater rafting trip because we went
God.
out there in the middle of spring. Literally the week before it was like 75 degrees in the area. The first day when we went rafting it was 23 degrees outside at 9 a.m. And
Florida?
No, up in crap. It's like the Chattooga River. So that's up. It's the border between Georgia and I think South Carolina.
Wow. 20.
So-
I'm glad you didn't get hypothermia and actually
yeah, no,
die.
we were wearing wetsuits. We had on these special boots.
Oh yeah.
Like we were all wearing long underwear, long sleeve shirts underneath, and we were all just standing out there. And one of the adult leaders is standing there shivering, chattering his teeth, and then he looks at me dead in the eyes and he goes, "This is stupid."
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
because
my
they were like
God.
the morning before they were checking. They had a team out checking the water temperature and comparing it to the air temperature, and they have to like add it together. And if it doesn't go above a certain temperature, we can't go on the river because
my
like
God.
you would literally freeze.
You would die. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we went down like a small waterfall that day. It was like 6 feet, and our
Small.
boat. Yeah, our boat. We took the worst line ever, and our boat literally went like this. You can see the pictures of us taking the wrong line, and we go from here, and the boat's just like that in the next picture.
Oh,
we were
my God.
what's called dump trucked, where the back of the boat flips over the front, and like
That's so scary.
it
I'm
was
glad you're
weird.
okay. Because
Yeah.
whitewater rafting, it's really shallow, isn't it?
It depends on
Is
where
that-
it depends on where you go. If,
Oh, okay.
Like they'll obviously like check where the water is, and it's like some rivers there are really shallow points, and some rivers there aren't. Like you'll be in like 8 feet deep of water.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but so like I remember after I got flipped out, we ended up under the boat, and I looked at my friend Dylan like dead in the eye, and we were like, "Why aren't we in the boat?" And then I got
Where's the
pinned,
boat,
I
dude?
got pinned up against a rock, and like all of the water was like pouring onto me, and
Is
I
it
like.
salt water?
No, it's fresh water because it's a river.
Oh,
and I would like tuck and
You're right.
rolled out.
Oh my God.
And I was wearing this like fishing shirt that had a hood on it. And when we got out, we got on this rock next to the waterfall, and like I unclipped my helmet and took off the hood. My hair was completely dry
Really?
after being fully submerged in
Oh,
water.
my goodness. That's a review. That's a product review. Like
Product
5
review.
star.
5-star. Kept my head dry.
Much recommend. Thanks. I'm gonna see what else people.
Now I'm sure you got far more questions than me because I have like 6,
I think
which
I
is
got like
which is an
30.
all-time low for the times I've asked for questions.
Really?
Yes.
Probably because I knew it was gonna be on. Like, I hate this game. I literally do
No,
not
I
like this game
never
at
I
all.
never say like what kind of guest I'm having. I always just say, "Hey, ask questions."
Some of mine are kind of like terrifying. Somebody asked, it goes anywhere from most traumatic childhood experience to
man.
like who are you voting for? Like it's very like all over the place.
I try not to talk about political stuff.
I as well. I don't like politics at all. Like
It's-
just in general.
It's a wild world out there, baby.
It's wild, baby. Somebody requested.
I had one person ask 3 different questions.
I've had some people put in several. I actually have kind of a good one. Cancel culture. What's your opinion on that? I think it's kind of can be warranted, but a lot of times I feel like it's not.
I don't know.
That's on that.
I guess. See, it's kind of hard because I feel like in some situations it's like why are you canceling this person? It's
Yeah,
like, to me, I feel like cancel culture is so just like inherently negative, and like people will go out there and be like, I don't like this person because they did this bad thing.
One
And
time,
it's like,
17 years ago. It's like,
and it's like they only look at it from the I'm gonna be upset at them lens, but they don't look at it as a critical lens, like they maybe could do this instead.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like a lot of times people just, people mess up. And I mean, there's a whole range of people messing up. Like there's the you messed up, and there's the,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, it's, you're fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think it's a hot button issue right now because everybody's like, cancel this, cancel that. It's like, well,
It's so quick, and it's like sometimes people even make fun of it. Like they on the Gus and Eddie podcast, they like made a joke, and then they made a joke. Gus and Eddie are canceled. #. Yeah, his own community did it.
Oh my
and
God.
it's like
kind of like the South Park thing, the cancel South Park. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I have no interest in South Park.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's just me.
Sorry, I'm like a huge fan. They for their latest season, their whole like ad campaign was cancel South Park, and just billboards like please get rid of it because they don't want to quit, but they just want it to just like kind of.
Yeah, they want it to go away.
And they're genuine. They just got like renewed too. I think they're doing
Really?
another season. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It's. I don't really watch a lot of TV anymore. The
that.
last like adult cartoon that I really watched, was BoJack Horseman, which was
Oh, the last season
really-
just came out, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. It was really good,
Yeah.
and I really liked the ending. And my brother was like, "Why do you like the ending? It's so stupid." And I was like,
haven't seen it
"It's
yet.
the perfect ending for the show."
I heard it was good. I
There
heard it was
are.
really good.
I will tell you, if you're gonna go watch it, there are a lot of outdated jokes because it started running in 2014.
2014, really?
Was when the
Oh,
first
my.
season came out. So a lot of the jokes are like super dated.
Oh my god.
But overall, I think it still holds up. There are some episodes that I just like fell asleep during because they don't have there's no like narrative push forward. It's just like characterizing.
I think
certain
I'm only
people.
maybe halfway through like season 1. I'm not far at all.
Season 1 and 2 were like my two favorites. They were
It's
really
good. I do like it a lot.
They're basically any episode where it's kind of like trippy and like mental subconscious type stuff. Those episodes are usually my favorite.
Yeah.
Like in season 1, he goes on this huge bender. In season 2, I think he goes on another one. It's something else. But they're like when it looks at people, certain characters from like their mental state, it's really good. The last episode, second to last episode, was a really good one.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow, that's really. I've only heard good things about the ending, but I've only ever asked my friends about it. So
Yeah, it's a
they're
very
biased.
I think
yeah.
it's a good ending, but
Yeah.
other people tended to disagree with me.
What's another?
I'm checking.
Sorry.
You're fine. Oh well, this one's more of like a film question, and I know you're pretty into film.
I
do you
try to be.
Yeah. Do you think the Oscars have become obsolete over the years, and the awards don't mean anything, or do you think that it's still a valuable way to award prestige in cinema?
That's a good question.
It is. I'm kind of conflicted on award ceremonies.
I don't know because I think this year especially was obviously with the Parasite. That was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Phenomenal thing. I didn't see the movie.
I
I've
haven't
only
seen it yet
I've only
either.
heard good things. I've never.
I'm gonna be real. I never even heard of it until the
No
Oscars.
kidding, really?
For real.
I heard about it before the Oscars only because Super Mega talked about it, and Ryan was like, "I really like it." I'm like, "Oh, if Ryan likes it, I trust him."
it's gotta be
Then I
good.
love it. Yeah. So that's when I heard about it, and I heard people. I've heard the cinematography. It's really just gorgeous, and I've heard just the acting's great. Story. I've heard the story's great. I couldn't even tell you the plot of it, but I heard like the last 20 minutes are just like a ride. That's all I've heard.
I
is that-
believe it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of movies in the past couple years.
Really?
Like I don't go a lot, and it's just because of like a monetary standpoint. The last movie I saw in theaters was The Rise of Skywalker, which I'm not a fan of.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen Star Wars because I'm.
They're so good.
Stupid.
Well, the first 3 are so good, and then the prequels are kind of, and then the sequels shouldn't exist.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh
don't-
my goodness.
Yeah, this is my strong opinion. I think on my Twitter I have a list of like the good Star Wars movies.
Oh my goodness. Like in
So-
order? Like ranked?
No, just like what movies I think are good and what I don't. And my philosophy is if I fell asleep during it, it's not
It's
good.
not good,
So Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Rogue One.
I always judge movies based on how often I check my phone.
Really?
That's always how I judge them. Like always. Like I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was a decently long
I
film.
haven't seen it. Yeah,
It was
it's
good. I liked it a
it's
lot.
also it's one of the first films where Quentin Tarantino didn't have his longtime editor
Oh,
'Cause
really? I did not know
his
that.
editor recently passed away.
Oh no, really?
So it's like one of his first films where he doesn't have that kind of like that constraint on him. So that's why it
Gotcha.
had such a long run time.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even
Yeah.
know he had like a personal editor. But
It's not
I did
that
like it.
it's not that uncommon in any like cinema or even just like media creation.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh. Kind of like one of my favorite directors is Edgar Wright. I'm biased because he's done Scott Pilgrim the movie. He also
Oh,
did
yeah.
Shaun of the Dead. He's so creative and so funny. He's actually doing a more like serious film this year. It's supposed to
Really?
come out, I think, like August.
I love it when people kind of like certain people step out of their comfort zones. Like I think it's Key from Key and Peele. I forget what his full name is, but like
Oh, Keegan,
you know,
Keegan Michael Key? I
yeah,
think?
yeah. It's like comedy sketch writer, brilliant
Oh,
comedy.
Jordan Peele's the guy that does like Us, and he does.
Oh, so it's Peele is like
yeah.
brilliant comedy writer, just absolutely
so funny.
genius with the sketch comedy stuff. And then you come out and you release these profound
Films,
bangers
yeah.
of movies. It's just it's great.
I recently watched Get Out again because I watched Get Out, but I think I like came in like halfway or something, and I watched it, like this is a good movie. And then I saw Us with my friends in theaters. I'm like, this is a really good movie. I was like, wow, that's incredible.
I'm gonna be real again. Haven't seen them.
But
It's
either
one
of
of
them?
it's one of those things where like
Wow.
I know that they're really good, and I'll like you see a lot of film like YouTube channels talk about them and stuff, but it's like I have never sat down and watched it. Like just recently, after procrastinating forever, I sat down and watched Blade Runner, which yeah, it's a Harrison Ford movie. It was filmed back in '84, I think it is. It released, and it's like super cyberpunk, super dystopian.
Really?
It's one of those things where like to me it just feels like a movie about nothing. It's
it.
like so it's like it takes place in 2019, so it takes place last year.
Oh,
and
when
it's-
was this made? You said 80?
It was made in '84. It released, and it's like Harrison Ford is this like detective who is basically a bounty hunter as he hunts down these like genetically created humans that were like basically created to be slaves.
Oh my god.
But they're like genetically modified. So like this one can lift over 400 pounds, so he moves boxes, and this one's created primarily for warfare. And it's like and they look completely indistinguishable from humans, so he has to like hunt them down. And like to me, it's just like it's a movie about almost nothing. And I don't know if it's like if I haven't peeled back the layers of it yet, but like my first watch was like, this is nothing happens in this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But like at the end, there's a really good scene where he's like, he doesn't kill the last robot guy. The robot, they have a lifespan of 4 years, and he's reaching
Are you
the end
spoiling
of his,
Blade Runner 1984?
or no, not 2048. I'm not spoiling that. 84. Yeah, I'm kind of. But like, all replicants die. It was his job anyway. So, but he makes this. He has a really good speech at the end.
Who plays him?
I have no idea. Don't remember.
Oh.
But the same actor comes back in 2049. So it's good. Ryan Gosling's in that movie too.
What? Really?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling plays the main character. I love Ryan Gosling. La La Land. It's a beautiful movie.
Never seen it.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack. Just everything
it
about
is
it's
fun.
good. It's one of those movies I could sit down and watch forever. Just like Into the Spider-Verse, I could watch
Oh,
that
dude.
forever. That movie's so beautifully
2020
animated.
21?
2022.
22. Oh, so far away.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great though.
It is. It's gonna be
Gosh,
good.
I think it's gonna be fine. Some people I saw on Twitter, there was a thing that my friend had retweeted or something, and it was like people basically talking like, "Oh, I'm nervous. It's not gonna be as good. Like it's gonna go downhill."
Yeah, I think it's
I don't
definitely.
think it will. I mean,
I think it's a genuine concern, but I
yeah.
think the style that they went for it and a lot of the ideas that they put into the movie makes it so much its own and unlike other superhero movies that
Yeah.
I think like.
it was incredible.
I think that lightning is going to strike twice on this one. I think it's going to be good.
I saw that movie the day that movie maybe not came out, but when it was, that was actually a half day at school. So my friends and I, one of the like 11:30 get out days. After that, we went and saw it in the theater, and we all remember after movies when I go with my friends, we all sit for the credits and then we all talk about the movie, and then for the after credits scene, we watch it and then talk about it again.
See, I think that's better because like something that I don't like is a lot like if I'm walking into a movie, sometimes people will be walking out of a movie and they talk about it.
Yeah, we were very careful. I promise.
Like,
yeah.
And that's something that like I didn't really like think about until it happened to me, and it's like, wow, this
What
is
movie
like
was it?
really rude. I forget, but it was a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, we're always very like, we'll talk here and then we'll leave. And then we leave
Yeah.
and then go talk about it in the car.
I
or
think that's
something.
like that's
Yeah.
something. I think it was a Marvel movie. I think it was like Doctor Strange or something.
Never saw Doctor Strange.
I thought
meant
it
to.
was, I thought it
heard
was good. The special effects in it were really nice, but it's
Yeah.
like there are some Marvel movies that were like, this is just okay. I really like Doctor Strange because I really like magic.
Mm-hmm.
The
I've heard it
magic
was
and
really
stuff
good.
like that is really fucking cool. Like if there's a fantasy game, probably be playing a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Unless it's D&D, then I'm a bard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love playing bards.
Oh, I want to get into D&D so bad.
It is.
I have no idea how to do it.
It's literally textbooks of familiarizing yourself.
Oh my god.
If you really want to get into D&D, kind of like D&D podcast I recommend is Critical Role. Absolutely phenomenal.
Really?
Season 2 I think is a lot better than season 1 is. Because season 1 you like start in the middle of the character's story. Season 2 you start right at the start.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they were doing the campaign for a couple years before with these characters, and then they were like, "Hey, we can stream this on Twitch and make a bunch
it's
of money
Twitch?
off of it."
Or is
Well, they have all the VODs downloaded to a YouTube channel, so you can go
Okay.
back and watch them.
Yeah.
Which that also started in 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And so it's been
minute.
going on. I think season 2 is going to wrap up soon because they're at like near
Nice.
episode 100 now.
Oh my goodness.
yeah,
It's a lot of
big
TNT.
money.
How long are the episodes? Like an hour?
Like 2 to 3 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez.
It's so much to get through, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the way Matthew Mercer. It's a bunch of voice actors.
Matthew Mercer?
Matthew
Really?
Mercer's the DM.
Oh my god. What
Yeah.
a group.
He
Yeah.
does a really good DM.
He's got a good voice.
He does.
He's in
Mercer.
Fire Emblem, right?
Yes, he's Crom in Fire Emblem.
Crom, okay.
He's Jotaro in the JoJo Bizarre Adventure dub. He's
Really?
Luke Skywalker in Battlefront 2. He's Yusuke in Persona 5. There's one more that I'm forgetting. He does so
He's
much stuff.
Captain Levi in the dub for
He is
everything.
Captain Levi in the dub, which I
Yeah.
don't think fits his character, but that's neither here nor
I
there.
feel the exact. Listen, it's been years since I've seen that show, but I feel the exact same way.
One of my friends, I used to not like it at all, and then one of my friends got me to rewatch it and watch season 3, and oh my god, it's so good.
I haven't seen anything past one
Really?
because I waited so long, and I'm like, I can't wait anymore, and I just fell out of it. I
Yeah.
totally fell out of it.
Season
Heard it was really good though, because the manga's
season
still
two,
going.
Season 2 is okay. Season 3 is freaking
different.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. It gives you a lot more insight on the Titans. It gives
Wow.
you more characterization, like backstory of Levi. So much just happens, and it's so
And-
good.
Levi had that little. Oh my god, what was that called? He had that little. Not mini series, but remember that episode was released, the OVA, and it was him and the boy and the girl.
No, I
and,
don't.
When they were like underground.
I
What
don't.
was that
I
called?
never watched that. I didn't know that existed.
Oh my god, what is that called? It's gonna ruin my. I'm gonna lose my mind. It was they made it manga too, and they made it like a little OVA, like animated thing. And it was basically them in like the underground or whatever. Don't
Where
know
he
anything
grew
about
up.
it. Yeah, where he grew up.
You get a few clips of that. Okay, so I have a question personally because
What's
I kind
up?
of want to talk about this.
Of course.
What would you say is like your guilty pleasure?
That's a good question. This is so.
Because
embarrassing.
like I'll go first because I know mine immediately. Reality TV shows.
Yeah?
I love them. Like well, I'll sit down with my sister and I'll watch RuPaul's Drag Race for hours.
Really? I've
Yeah,
never seen RuPaul's Drag
I
Race, ever.
Love it. It's some of the funniest stuff ever, and like some of the stuff people do is like drag is an art form.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion, and it's like it's so beautiful. And like recently, a new reality TV show just started, and it's kind of like self-aware and makes fun of itself and reality TV shows. Fox has a show called Lego Masters.
Dude, and oh my god.
Will Arnett, the voice actor for
That's
Bojack
right, that's
Horseman,
right.
is
Oh
the
my
host.
God.
It's so good. I love it so much.
Isn't the director some super famous guy or something?
I have no idea.
My
but
friend
one
was
of the
telling me about
executive producers, which basically just means that he pumps a lot of money into it, is Brad Pitt.
That's right. That's who it is. Oh, I totally forgot because my friend's been watching it. My friend, she's like, oh my
it's
god.
so good. I love
Yeah.
every moment of it. And it's like I'll sit down and watch Survivor. I'll watch Biggest Loser with my mom.
Really?
Yeah, I watched
Is it still
Biggest
going?
Loser. Yeah, it's like
Wow.
it's one of those things where like it lost a lot of stuff, but now this most recent season is entirely sponsored by Planet Fitness. Like they've
No
revamped the
kidding.
show. All the gym equipment, everything is
That's nice.
Planet Fitness, which is the gym that I go to. So of course I see ads for it everywhere.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's like I grew up on that show, and I think that's where my love of game shows came from.
Really, dude.
Yeah.
When I was, it's so embarrassing. When I was in like, oh god, I don't know, 6th grade. 5th or 6th grade. I went through. I'm not even kidding. Like 365 days, like a year's worth of just like watching game shows, like nothing else,
Oh my
like
gosh.
cartoons. And I could like recite you rules, theme songs, hosts. I could tell you like anything about these game shows. And I to this day.
Number one game show, Total Drama. Total Drama is the number one game show.
Is that what you go for? Oh my god.
What makes me upset is they have 7 seasons of it, I think, on Netflix, but they have 1 and 2. They don't have 3, They don't have return.
Why do they do that?
So they have Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action. They don't have World Tour. They don't have Return to the Island. They have All Stars. They have the Second Island, and then they have the Redonkulous Race. So they're
I don't
missing.
like that you know the names.
They're
of the
missing
seasons.
2 of the most critical seasons.
Why would they?
In the lore of Total Drama?
Plus, if you're gonna buy Total Drama, just buy Total. Because I mean, obviously, they have to buy the rights to it. It's like just buy the whole thing. Why would you leave out? Like,
I don't
2
understand
seasons?
why they're leaving out 2 seasons.
That's so stupid.
And they're
dude.
like the
I
2
hate
most
that.
critical seasons.
The most character development, the most everything goes on.
It
Oh my
is.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot about that show. I used to love that show so much.
I'll never forget that show.
It's fun.
Going back and watching some of the episodes of the first season, I'm like sitting here. I'm like, I watched this as a kid.
Is it-
This
is
was
it
allowed on
entertaining?
TV. As
This
a
was
kid.
allowed on TV.
These characters were
God.
16.
16.
Yeah.
What?
They were super young.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. The show is also, I think, based out of Canada. So
That's right. It is because I remember I was watching a video and they're talking about like Canadian.
one of my favorite old Cartoon Network shows just got put on Netflix.
What is it?
Symbiotic Titan.
That sounds really familiar. What is that?
It's the one where it's the dude and the chick that are from an alien planet and they have to leave it
Google
and
that
go
real
to
quick?
you can Google it. They have to leave to go to Earth and they're trying to blend into human society and they're also like high schoolers and they have this robot guy named Octus.
How do you spell symbiotic?
Oh shit, I don't know. I can't
Symbiotic.
spell stuff.
Symbiotic?
Symbiotic.
Oh, symbiotic. By the way, 2 words.
Is it? 2 words?
Yeah, this guy because he had a
Yeah.
mullet and he used to piss me off. I hate mullets. This.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
love that animator, the animation studio.
is
They
very
did Samurai
cool.
Jack.
Really?
Yeah, they did
Oh.
Samurai Jack. They did that show. They did Star Wars, The Clone Wars.
Okay.
No, not The Clone Wars. They did Star Wars Clone Wars.
Okay.
Which is different from
Sorry.
the current The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So, which they did a phenomenal job with that show too. They've done a lot of good stuff. They are a very talented studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I watched much of Samurai Jack, but they actually just revamped it, didn't they?
They did the final season, which the first half of it's really good.
Do you want to talk about the
The
second?
second half is not good.
Okay. To put it lightly,
To
not
put
good.
it lightly, the second half is boring, not good, uninspired, and the ending is just the ending of Gurren Lagann
Rip them.
again.
Again, the second one.
Gurren
The
Lagann.
squeakle of Gurren Lagann, the finale. Sorry, I keep
You're fine.
keep
It's
clicking
not a
that.
huge deal, dude.
It picks up a lot.
It does.
Like,
This is not a hyper professional podcast. I literally recorded 2 episodes of it in my bedroom.
I love that. That's my favorite thing. By yourself?
No, I did one with my brother and I did one with my friend Dylan.
Oh, that's nice.
So-
Dylan who? Sorry, you allowed to say.
Dylan O'Connor.
Is that the guy with the blonde hair?
No, he doesn't have blonde hair.
Who am I thinking? Sorry.
He's fine.
People on the podcast like, who's Dylan?
No.
Guilty pleasure. I like 600 Pound Life a lot. I've seen
Like
every
what?
600 Pound Life on TLC.
Oh my gosh, my mom and my sister watch
Dude.
TLC shows nonstop.
Dude, like 90 Day Fiance. I'm so sorry that your like relationship is crumbling, but if you're gonna film it, I'm gonna watch it. Like I'm so sorry.
I
And
want to
it's like-
see this train
I wanna-
wreck in
I wanna
full
see-
HD,
Oh,
baby.
that's so horrible, but it's so like I love watching that show. I literally watch. That's why it's guilty pleasure because like, I love watching the show. And like such a 600 Pound Life. It first of all makes me feel kind of like goofy because it's like I feel so like because I look at myself and I'm like, oh my god, these people can't like move. But
Yeah,
oh my God.
it's like
But-
my sister and I,
Yeah.
or my mom and my sister watched an episode last night where this lady, they literally have to take out all the seats of the third row. They have to take out the second row and the seats
Yeah.
on the third row.
'Cause they have to go to, like,
and she sits
Houston.
in the back of the minivan.
And it's like, but it's always so
ah,
rewarding when they're like, oh, I lost like 400 pounds. It's like, oh my god, and it's like, oh,
That's a lot of
it's,
weight.
It's so nice to
Yeah.
watch them like kind of get back on their feet and stuff, literally and just like mentally and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, eating better, getting healthy. It's great. And sometimes they don't end like that. Sometimes it's really sad. But
What I
they'll
think is
win.
funny, or not funny, what I kind of like
Oh.
is like the shows kind of exist as like a scare tactic almost.
It really is because I look
Like,
at that and I'm like, oh, I should.
My sister did a binge of it, and then she got a gym membership.
Yeah.
My family did a binge of like Buried Alive and like Hoarders and
Oh,
stuff
dude,
like
I love
that.
Hoarders.
We,
Oh my god.
dude, I love that show just to see the junk that they have and how disgusting they live.
It's
and it's
horrible.
like
It is.
we after watching that show, like if we go on a binge of it, our house gets deep cleaned that
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
There's one episode I remember, and I have this scene just embedded in my brain for some reason. And it's this girl, and I should say woman, she's not like 5. And she has this house, and like they're like, oh, we're coming in, and it's like the lady comes in, and it's like, what's going on? And then they move this couch. There's like a dead cat.
Oh
underneath
my
the couch.
God.
She's like, I thought he ran away, and I'm like, oh my god, it was horrible. It was literally horrible. And I'm like, why am I watching this on TLC at 12 in the afternoon? Like, this should not be on TV.
I think the name of this episode might just be "There's a dead cat under the couch."
The couch? Question mark? Not clickbait. like,
where's the cat?
Where's the cat, dude?
Mom, where's the iodine?
Mom, where is he? It was so sad. And like they kind of showed it. I'm like, this is TLC.
Oh man.
What
was it? I had something else. Oh,
what's up?
there's a topic I kind of want to touch on because
Yes.
like it irks me, and it's like it's completely unrelated. It's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately because one of
Yeah.
my friends talks about it all the time on social media. What is the point of having gendered single stall bathrooms?
Dude, as someone that uses single stall bathrooms at this school,
is no fucking point.
it's single stall.
There's
It's single
zero
stall,
point.
dude.
Anyone can use it. So what if the other one has a urinal and a toilet?
Whoa.
I don't care.
Dude. This whole topic irks me. As a trans person, it irks me just because it's like, dude, I already got to use these things. When the bathrooms break in the 4th building is hell on earth for me.
Oh my
because
God.
I can only use the single stall. I'm like,
Dude, I just want you to know, last period, I was sitting there, and the whole time, this morning, I drank a
Wait,
pre-workout.
are you talking about English class?
Yeah, English class. This morning,
okay.
I drank a pre-workout, which goes right through your system,
Great.
and I drank a medium black coffee and a bunch of water.
Oh my God.
I
why'd
was
you do
sitting
that?
there all class, dying.
I saw you get up. I was like, where's he going?
Dude,
Oh my
I
God.
never in my life have walked so fast to the bathroom.
Oh my God, dude. I hate that.
Oh, man.
And it's like, single stalls. And it's like, it's only at school that I can't use like the actual one. It's like, it's a safety thing, which I totally respect. And it's
Yeah.
like, thank you for looking out for me. But like, to use the single stalls, I use like the teacher bathrooms and like the nurse's bathroom. They know me like by name, like, how you doing? Like, oh, like, how's your mom? You know, they're cool. And it's like, but just to have like, it's single stall for a reason.
Every single time I walk into the nurse's office to leave, I was like, you can just call my mom. And they're like, oh, what's your mom's number? And I'm like, she's a culinary teacher. And every single time, the same lady's like,
Oh, I forgot about that.
oh, you're Chef Holton's son. I was
Oh.
like, yes, that's me.
Oh, that is so nice. I totally forgot about that. You told me that, and I was like, what? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
My
fine.
bad.
You're good.
My mom does surgery, so whenever they call
Really?
her, I have to be like, Mom, they're gonna call you. She's like, hello, because she can like answer her phone, but like,
Is your mom like a specific surgeon or like a
She's
general
actually a
surgeon?
nurse, surgical nurse.
Mhm.
So she does
Oh, okay.
orthopedic surgeries.
Oh,
Very
interesting.
gross. Yeah, she tells me about it. I'm like, you don't gotta do that.
I
But
don't-
she does stuff. Oh, sometimes she does stuff on eyes. I'm like, don't talk.
Ugh,
Right?
ugh.
It's like, stop telling me
I
that.
don't
Like,
want to think
don't.
about like people digging around in my
Exactly.
eyes.
Like,
It's
Mom, I love you so much, but
please
please,
leave me alone.
literally leave me alone. My eyes don't even work, so it's like you can have them. Who cares? That's not an invite to take my eyes. By the way, I
I'm
should.
going to steal your eyes. Your vibes. We'll check them.
My vibes.
Please hand them over.
That's on stigmatism,
Dude,
literally.
I have astigmatism, and it
Look at
meant
us.
in my left eye. And like I have glasses, but I never wear them. But it makes
problem.
it makes driving at night suck.
Put your glasses on.
Well, it's
We're getting this on documentation. That you
yeah
don't,
that I don't wear my glasses. But it's also like I don't legally have to wear them while I drive, so it's fine.
Says who? You?
It says my driver's license.
Let me see it. Let me see your license.
No, I'm not gonna show you
Oh.
my license. This is personal information. I'm not gonna dox
Oh, it's
myself.
right. Sorry. Yeah, literally. I'll dox
Oh,
myself.
man.
Literally won't.
No. Shoot, I had another topic.
Yeah, what's up?
Do it.
I hate my license picture. It's so
Really?
bad. I look like, well, first of all, they took the picture before I took my test. It's
Yes.
like, why would you do that? So I kind of thought, I'm so stupid. I
They took
literally was
your
like,
picture before your test?
yeah,
They
it's
took my
weird.
picture after my test, and you can see how stressed out I look.
Wait, really?
Yeah, for real.
Oh my
I'll
God.
show you. I'll show you after the
I
podcast.
cried during my driver's test.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you poor soul.
Well, first, I don't know if I can say. Actually, I don't care. I hit a curb, and he's like, "We'll just pretend that didn't happen." I'm like, okay, and I hit a, that was a lot more to that conversation than that.
Oh my gosh.
But and then we were parked. First of all, he told me the good things first, which you're supposed to say the bad things 1st
Mm-hmm.
We told me the good things first, and I felt like the tears well up in my eyes, and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And I'm like a very nervous, I'm a very jokey, like person. So it's like I was kind of like joking the whole time because I was just so nervous, and I literally felt
Whatever
like the
gets
tears.
you through, dude.
And I passed barely, but I did pass. He's
Barely?
like, "You passed." I'm like, "Oh my god, thank god!" And I took the paper and I left.
Not to gloat.
Oh.
I only got 1 point marked off on mine.
For what?
So you know how when you park,
Yeah.
they ask you, you're parked, and they ask you, "What do you do when you park on a hill?"
I hate that question. I hate that question.
I answered it perfectly. What I did in my
Was it the break?
driver's ed class. And then I was like, obviously, you put your car in park, you up and away with the wheels, turn the transmission off, whatever, then you're good. We go through the whole test, and then when we're going into, she like tells me, you got everything right except for one. You didn't say to put on your emergency brake. And I was like,
You used to put on your emergency. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Again, I barely passed,
exactly.
so
I think that she did it that way to make sure that you can't get a perfect score, because I don't think you're supposed to be like, I don't think you can't get a perfect score.
Yeah, that'd be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah.
You better be like Danica Patrick or something. You can't. You are not getting 100% on that test.
No. But when
Did you go to alt? Or did you?
No, I went through my AAA insurance gives you a free driving
Really?
license. Yeah,
That's crazy.
And if you do it through the insurance, whenever you become like a licensed driver, you get discount on your insurance.
That's awesome.
But
That's
then,
great.
like 3 months after driving, I got into a car accident and totaled my car.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was
Totaled your car?
Yeah, what's funny is I rear-ended
do?
someone. They didn't have a single scratch on their car, but my car was smashed in by 4 feet.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a Ford Focus. Back then it was a cherry red 2014 Ford Focus, and now I have a silver 2015 Ford Focus
Wait, what-
that had
what kind of-
less mileage on it.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
What kind of car did they have? Like a monster truck?
They had a mid-sized, like a sedan BMW.
What? That is
Yeah.
so weird.
So weird.
My car is a 2007 Dodge Caliber with 92,000 miles on it. Try not to get too jealous. Don't. I'm not going to dox myself for the sole reason if someone's going to steal my car. So
It's a quality vehicle. It's
It's-
lasted this long.
Yeah,
Getting
literally.
close to that 100,000 mark.
there we go. There we go. It has 2 Beatles stickers, a Scott Pilgrim sticker, and just a chunk taken out of the bumper. And I still to this day don't know why. I really don't know. I got it from my grandparents. Like, they sold it to me, and I have never asked, and I'm not going to because I don't want to know what happened. It's literally like the headlight, and then like it's, and it's like ripped
Jesus
out.
Christ.
It's-
So when I was going into my driver's test, I wanted to touch on this real quick.
Yeah.
There was this kid walking in, and he was kind of like one of those kinds of kids, like, I don't care what happens to me.
Mom's making me be here.
Mom's making me be here.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't stop at the first stop sign in his test. So he failed his test.
Stop sign.
Yeah.
It's a
He
stop
did not
sign.
stop at the stop sign. So the mom is like talking to the supervisor, and she's like, you mean he did everything right except he didn't stop at a stop sign? And the lady was like, yeah, if you don't stop, you fail instantly. And then the mom just like keeps asking the same thing, and then she just like starts crying and making a big
The
deal.
mom?
Yeah, crying and making a big deal out of it. And then the lady's like, I'm sorry, this is just procedure. He didn't stop. Now he has to wait 3 months before he can take the test again. Shoot.
Is that the bell?
That's the bell, baby.
Oh.
All right. Thank you for listening. We'll see you guys in the next
Pass your
episode.
driver's
This is
test.
Pass Your Driver's Test. Again, this is Johnny. His social media will be linked in below.
Oh my goodness.
Make sure you subscribe. I don't care. You can listen to this on Spotify now. I like to thank my Patreons, Edgar and Taylor. See you guys next time.
I love you, Edgar and Taylor.